You were saying deep fakes are a serious concern. I mean,
Definitely they are.
and there are bigger concern for women, because the women out over here, if at all who are here, I think you should just go. In fact, even the men, go and Google something called as deep nude. It will take you to a website. You just upload a picture, and in 6 seconds, you will get that person completely nude. I mean, let's say if that particular person is sitting over here, you have just taken a picture, you just upload it. Within 6 seconds and 7 seconds, it will be completely nude. You'll ask me why I'm sharing this with you. Because this is going to happen. This will happen. Every family will one day or the other get a picture of their spouse, their daughter, or somebody else. And at that point of time, my only request is, please don't trust. In fact, okay, let me first go on to this, and then I'll tell you why you need not trust. So I'm Ritesh, I'm from Bombay. V4web Cybersecurity is my company. We are popularly known for cybercrime investigations, data protection, and blah, blah, blah. I'll run through it. I'm a 4-time TEDx speaker. This was my last TEDx talk. This was the first cyber couple TEDx talk of the wherein we spoke on about we people giving our opinions online, and canceling out people. Like once when Arshdeep, okay, who took a catch and he dropped it. In fact, he was supposed to take that catch and he dropped it. We started calling him Khalistani and other kind of things. And today you see, that is that one person who has got us the World Cup. So this is where, where we become the judge, jury, and the executioner when it comes to this. So that is my wife, who's a cyber psychologist, and we are popularly known as the cyber couple of India. And there was this very, a very fancy show, a reality show, MTV Troll Police. And here my job was actually to find out who these guys were who were trolling the celebs. It was actually a reality show, and it did very, very well. And that's how we got the award also. And we've done a lot of campaigns on cyber crimes with many of these personalities. Some of them are our clients also. If you've not watched this movie, don't watch it. मैंने तो fast forward करके देखी, उसके बाद भी बड़ी घटिया लगी. Not because I was their official cyber crime consultant, but it was really so bad. Of course, there was a scene over here for which I had to direct that. And I've been there on several documentaries where we've spoken about dark web and a lot many more things. So we're just trying to, see, like, if you've seen this wedding.com, it's very popular on Amazon. So, me and my wife, we have been like the researchers, and we've supported this particular BBC Studios for this particular documentary. It's a very beautiful documentary, real life stories as to what has happened in their love life. And many more documentaries are coming and just frequently keep appearing on several newspapers and news channels. And that's, for your little ones, especially if they're under 18 or 20. This is an app this is an organization founded by my wife, Nirali. It's called as a Cyberbullying Awareness Action and Prevention. Ask your children to download this app. Anytime if they feel they're being bullied and all, they can, put up a complaint over here. Can we have the video? Just don't start it, just bring it on the screen. Now the AI, we've been just hearing a lot about AI and all, but as far as the AI-based cyber crimes are concerned, Dr. Deepak, thanks for coming on Zoom that day with Gaurav, me, and this guy. So the AI-based, we've been talking a lot about AI, but we've just forgetting how the AI-based cyber crimes are going ahead. So that's one thing. Like, for example, when I was telling that lady out over here about deep nudes, I can't show you that particular thing, but as I told you, just one picture and only 6 seconds, and I'll be like having a complete nude picture of that particular person. So that is about, hi Kushbu, that is about the deep nudes. Then we've been talking about the voice clonings. Are you aware about the scams that are happening very recently about voice cloning? So let's say today I'm in Delhi. Dr. Deepak made my creative, and we put it up. I put it up on LinkedIn and other places. So the cyber criminal knows I'm not in Bombay. Let's say my wife is also traveling. She's also somewhere. She's also posted in on LinkedIn. Now, so these are the real life cases I'm talking to you about, and they have happened in India and not just in Delhi or Bombay. In fact, the highest number of these cases happened in Khushbu's hometown, which is Indore. Right, Khushbu? We are talking about the voice. Imagine a Supreme Court lawyer sitting over here and still is not able to protect the people in our city. Yeah. Privacy infringement. Let the data protection rules come into force first. By the way, Airtel has been breached. First, let's focus on that also. So my father will now get a call from my son. And my son is crying. And he's saying, Dada, please मुझे help करो, मेरा accident हो गया. It is my son's voice. It is my son's video also. What will my father do? He will obviously transfer the money, right? So is that really happening, about these voice cloning scams that we are talking about? Yes. More than 30, 40 cases have happened. Then you heard about the deep fakes happening about all those, celebrities and certain politicians. But did you ever think about it? Since morning we are talking about the data, the storage of data and everything. Since morning, all news channels are carrying out the stuff about Airtel that has been breached, which Airtel says, no, we've not been breached. 37 crore of user data. Our name, address, father's name, Aadhaar number, ID, our, whatever photo ID we gave, and whatever address proof ID we gave, everything is out over there. 20,000 of this data was downloaded and we confirmed it also, although Airtel says, look, it's not us. So the investigation is still in progress. But just imagine tomorrow, what if, Deepak has to call up Rakhi and say, Rakhi, I just need this data. Is that really Mr. Deepak in that case? Has this happened in an enterprise? Several times. The CEOs, the CISOs, the heads of infras, you are going to be now targeted in this particular fashion. How easy it is? Let me just show you. We have 4 people over here. One of them is going to be a deepfake. Let me know who it is, only when I ask you towards the end of it. Just play this with the audio also.
I just had a controversial question to ask you all. What are your opinions on the CISO of cyber chisel strategies? Let's start with Ritesh Bhatia. What are your thoughts on the effectiveness of the current CISO's abilities?
Honestly, I find the CISO of cyber chisel strategies to be utterly ineffective and shit. He lacks substantial knowledge of cybersecurity and spends an exorbitant amount of time in unproductive meetings. It's frustrating to witness his disconnect from critical issues.
Thank you, Ritesh. Gaurav, do you share the same views as Ritesh?
Absolutely agree. A CISO is supposed to be the firm's guardian, but instead he panders to corporate interests. He prioritizes his career over the organization's security. It's disappointing that he lacks the competence to secure even basic elements, let alone the damn network.
Interesting perspective, Gaurav. What about you, Deepak? What is your take on it?
I believe the CISO of Cypher Chisel Strategies is completely out of touch with reality. His directives from a comfortable office are ineffective without considering on-the-ground challenges. This negligence exposes them to vulnerabilities. He is just a liability.
I see. We all have the same opinion. Well, let's see how it goes for cyber chisels. To be honest, their losses are gain.
So, who's the deep fake over here? All of them? All 4? Which 3? Yeah. What about the voice? How would you rate it out of 10 when we talk about the matching part of it? The voices, my voice was not matching with my deepfake. Yeah, that's another thing, because it was not a paid version. When I am going to commit a crime with you, I am going to use a paid version. But did the voice match? Yes, almost. Dr. Deepak's voice, and the ones, I don't know if you know Gaurav Batra or not. Yeah, the ones whom you know. The voices were exact. So now do you believe, how long did it take for this person of mine to make these 3 deepfakes? Dr. Deepak's, myself, and Gaurav Batra's. 2 hours, 4 hours, or a day? No, not 10 seconds. Maybe an hour? Okay. It took him exactly 13 minutes to create these clones, the clone not only of our faces, but even to clone the voice. And that too of all 3. I'm not saying 13 minutes per person. I'm saying 13 minutes in all. And to compile this, put it on Zoom with the captioning and everything. Now you just told me this, that these 3 are deepfakes. Well, you're right about it. The top 3 are deepfake. He's not. The point I'm trying to make over here is, why did we take up Zoom? 2 months back, or almost a month back, there was in Hong Kong, an accountant was asked to come online on Zoom. He came on Zoom call. There were 3 other directors. There was a CFO, there was a finance director, and there was another lady also. They were talking about transferring funds online. That, we need to transfer funds to a particular person. So they were just, talking about that. The accountant said, listen, you know what? I can't transfer it like in one shot because this is way too much. It was 25 million US dollars. So the finance director says, okay, do one thing, do it in 10 transactions. He does it in those 10 transactions, in the meeting, but the finance director also says, do I have approval of the other 2? The other 2 people say, yes, you have the approval. So the quorum was there. This guy who was there, head of accounts or whatever, he started transferring the money. The 3 guys over there were the deepfakes. So on a Zoom call, they are sitting, it's a pre-recorded deepfake created. When we went to find it out, we dug deeper into it as to how long it took them to, create this. We came to know it took them less than 30 minutes to create 3 deepfakes. And if you would have seen that, you wouldn't have seen he's talking too fast or the lip is not syncing because these were the free versions. So imagine with the paid versions what we can do. The point I'm trying to make over here is very, very simple. When it comes to the cyberspace, please don't trust what you read. Don't trust what you see, and even don't trust what you hear. We are in a particular era where the chroma screens are there, giving any kind of a virtual background. In fact, all the latest movies, whatever you are watching, if you saw Kalki or anything, no sets are being used. It's all chroma. The cyber criminals are much ahead of us. Why are they ahead? We think, no, we are not up to the mark, but they are far ahead for the only reason because they operate in gangs. Today, the underworld gang is not as big and not as strong as these gangs. In one ransomware gang, do you know how many people are there approximately? Any idea? How many people would be there in one gang of that ransomware people who come, then they, do attack you and all? 300. There are lawyers, there are chartered accountants, there are content writers, and we think though all 300 are the hackers. No, all are not the hackers. So currently these gangs, even in fact the mafias and everyone is investing very heavily into the cybercrime world, into the cybercrime gangs also. So even if we think we have the best defenses, our only problem is about that we trust very fast. If I had to show this to certain non-tech people, this is, probably they would have said it's real. Or if I would have to use the paid version, or if you can just go and Google Anjana Om Kashyap 2.0, वो जो आज तक की अर्नब गोस्वामी है, जितना चिल्लाती है. If you see, go and watch hers, the you won't be able to differentiate whether it is the real Anjana Om Kashyap talking or whether it's a deep fake. All these journalists, or rather all these media houses now are creating are having the deep fakes of their best anchors. And you're not even able to identify whether that particular person is a deep fake or is the real journalist or the real anchor. And hence, everything that comes to you, you just need to just follow like 3 things, very simple. Every news show I go to, or even the biggest event I have to speak at, in terms of cybersecurity, whether it's an international one or an Indian one, I say there are only and only 3 tools that can save us, whether we are individuals or we are corporates. It is POV. P will stand for pause. Just practice the pause. O, use it as zero. Zero trust. Don't trust what you see, what you read, what you hear. Even if you're, earlier you would say, oh, it's what is a phishing email and other kind of things. I'm saying don't even trust a voice call also. Once you do that, you will automatically go to my 3rd tool, which is verify. Verify every information. On the basis of all this only, we people in the tech world have been talking about zero trust and this and that. But it's just pure common sense. In Delhi, Bombay, we have all that double door system. If somebody unknown comes, do we immediately open the door? No, we pause. We say, कौन है भाई? क्या काम है? हम लोग हमेशा ऐसे हम लोग क्यों दरवाजा बंद रखते हैं? Because we don't trust the person. That person can attack us. Then we try to verify. What are you saying? Acha, you wanted to talk to my husband? Wait. The lady of the house goes inside, asks the husband, and she verifies and then only opens the gate. So this has been happening since ages. So what's wrong now? So if we just use these 3 tools, then of course, you're going to be safeguarding your organization. My time's up. Thank you so much.